the last couple of weeks.
Coulter Woodmansey, the first year out of golf, in at center. He snaps it back to Masoli, who finds Nikola Kalinic, dives his way forwards, needs just a couple more grabs to tie his career high from his rookie season of 2019. That's his 10th catch of the season.
Yeah, nice quick hitter here off play action.
Low snap, Masoli has to pick it up and try and find a receiver right on the money. It goes to Brandon Banks for the first down. Long down in distance, doesn't matter. Speedy B, young player going to BC territory.
Yeah, he spent much of the season really trying to find that form, find that rhythm.
Fast first quarter. Tim White loops around, motions. Now they'll set up a little crosser underneath. It's Brandon Banks making the grab.
To the big game.
First and 10, Masoli's going to keep it this time, trying to get to the edge. Turned back inside by Gary Peters, but a nice chunk once again. Will put them down inside the 5-yard line, and it's wide open from here. And Steinauer, just like Rick Campbell earlier, wants a better look to figure out where they want to go.
Get that down the line view. As for Jeremiah Masoli, his ability as a runner, I think, is underrated. Dangerous guy on some of those called quarterback runs. You know, you see, as we mentioned, Jeremiah Masoli coming off 3 straight 300-yard games.
15-yard penalty. It will be first down, Hamilton.
Masoli en route to being named one of the performers of the month for October, by the way.
It's the entire CFL. That comes up delayed. We get it off quickly. It's Tim White side skipping to the Tim White pop pass. Masoli will look to throw, finds Banks. Skipping backwards and reach for the Tiger Cats. As Masoli lots of times slings it out to the sideline. Don Jackson's got to go if he wants it.
A couple teams having a tough time, but there's some good races going on nonetheless.
Over the top, down the sideline. Dunbar's going to make the grab at the 50-yard line. And if you're going to be aggressive on first down in your own end of the field, that's where to do it. Right down the rail for the big first down.
Yeah, and beautiful touch on this football. Plays perfectly. I mean, we talk all the time about the wind at your back being an advantage in the passing game, but the fact is, you still have to have a feel for how much that wind is going to affect the flight of the ball. Jeremiah Masoli jumps that one perfectly.
Dunbar with the big gainer on that first down and makes another grab. Here as we get another look at the big shot down the sideline from Masoli to Dunbar.
Yeah, just lays it in here. Dunbar doesn't even have to break stride.
Thomas Erlington stays in the ball game. 5 receivers in with him. We'll go 7-man protection, and Masoli takes a shot over the top. Brandon Banks into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger Cats. Extending their lead and possibly clinching their playoff spot is Speedy B for 6.
Talked about the beautiful touch on that football on the pass to Stephen Dunbar down the sideline. What do you do for an encore, Jeremiah Masoli? How about drop it into Brandon Banks? And that corner route in the end zone. Again, receiver doesn't have to break stride at all.
Stretch.
Yeah, to see Speedy B involved in this offense early and particularly making a big play going vertical. A positive sign for a Hamilton Tiger Cat team that seemed to be missing this element for much of the season.
Well, to put it in perspective, Brandon Banks coming into tonight, only 1 play on the entire season of 30 yards or more. It was a 34-yard grab. That one goes for 32. Masoli and Banks throwing it back like it's 2019 all over again. Some new names in Dunbar and Tim White, but Brandon Banks making a big difference here alongside this play that opened it all up.
Yeah, nice touch there. That puts him out around midfield. Love that misdirection play to Sean Thomas Erlington, and then the bomb to Brandon Banks.
The enjoyed that one. A little trot down through the sideline.
The name of the game is getting touchdowns, but how good did you feel for Brandon on that one?
Amazing, man. That guy, can't say enough about him bouncing back and doing what he did. He's been leading us this week in practice, so it was good to see him get one.
And how do you feel? We're seeing your touch, especially on that last drive, that pass to Dunbar, then to Brandon. How are you feeling right now?
I feel good, but I mean, we all know we're just shooting ourselves in the foot on offense right now, taking penalties on explosions, but we just need to settle down and get back to executing like we did on that last drive.
And how do you keep attacking their defense?
We just be us, man. Make them take away the first read. Our guys are good enough to break tackles and keep going.
Thanks, Jeremiah.
Thank you.
2nd and 6 here against just a 3-man pressure. Loses the handle for a second, gets it back, and we'll check it down to Don Jackson, who scurries his way forward and gets the first down into BC territory. Looked like he'd be brought down short of the first down marker, but found his feet and moves the sticks for Hamilton.
Yeah, I love the recovery here from Don Jackson. He gets hit low, but manages to get the hand down. Does a little scramble to get his balance back. Peters comes up, gets a good piece of him, but Jackson getting the legs underneath him to pick up that first down. Nice effort.
Just goes to prove it's not always hand down, man down. Swing pass this time. Jackson into the flats. Lots of running room before he's brought down by the middle linebacker, Jordan Williams, the first to make contact about 15 yards down the field.
You know, you think about all the changes that the Tiger Cats have gone through in terms of their offensive personnel over the course of this season. Most recently, Jackson coming in at running back these last couple of weeks. A lot of guys making an impact. You look at Tim White, Stephen Dunbar, who's been big in this game, and of course, Jackson.
A quick roll that time. It'll be a horse collar tackle here going against Keontae Harden, who's back in the lineup this week, but a little half roll and strong arm throw to the sideline on the wide side that time from Masoli.
Keeping Unger involved. Keeping the defense honest, getting it out to that wide side sideline.
In the ball game. 2nd down and 10. Masoli, deep drop, shovels to his right, flips it out underneath. So we'll see if they do on 2nd and 10. Lots of protection. Masoli will step up. Eyes downfield. Now he takes off and runs. Outruns the angle of Jordan Williams and runs right into Keontae Harden coming up from his field corner spot. Needed to get to the 52-yard line of the Lions. They'll spot him about 1.5 yards shy, but in positive territory. And Brandon Banks is looking at the sideline saying, let's go. But again, Masoli starting to open up the legs here, Brian.
Yeah, well, and we're seeing a lot of that 3-man front, as you mentioned earlier, Marshall. And receivers being well covered, obviously windows being pretty tight with 9 guys dropping into coverage. It creates some opportunities for Jeremiah Masoli to use his legs.
6 wide, they go empty it out for Masoli and the Ticats. Tim White knifes his way forward after the police grab at about 8 yards, 3 after the catch, and move the sticks right away. But Bo Lacumbo and that defense always have the ability to play the football well in the air. That back end with Keontae Harden back in the lineup tonight as well.
Yeah, they've shuffled positions a little bit over the course of the year, that group, including the nickel linebacker spot.
Sean Thomas Erlington in the game. They show 6 wide here and then move Erlington back into the backfield. Tim White over the middle, makes the grab, moves the sticks once again, back to back. First downs for number 12.
Tim White saving it all up for the 4th quarter. He was having a quiet night, but he goes back to back. Bo Lacumbo supplying a little bit of pressure. Fellow former Oregon Duck, Jeremiah Masoli.
They'll stay 6 wide. Masoli, quick throw to the outside. Acklin popped out of bounds. Just 10 carries. Nice little pop pass this time. Around the edge goes Tim White. Leaping through coverage. They'll go 5 wide. They will throw. Check it down underneath. Screen pass. Safe to Jackson. Cutting it back. Looking for room. Driving the legs.